Mr. Eggplant presents...
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thanks for checking out my video. And we're just going to get right to the point in this little episode here. This is going to be all about the best in slot gear for Raid / Mythic Plus. I know I had put out a video, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, telling you like what bosses to target, that sort of thing. And thank you guys for the feedback on that. It went over really well, and I decided to finally create an entire build for my best in slot pieces. Keep in mind, you may weigh something else higher than me. The way this build will work is that I'm prioritizing 3 Unerring Visions, and I'm prioritizing Rapid Fire and Treacherous Covenant over everything else for Azerite traits. And then as well as a heavy mastery build and a heavy haste build. So see, for example, right now, I finally was able to dump all of my versatility. I had like 9% versatility, an ungodly amount, and I was able to get my mastery up to 1.6k there, which is good for 20%, which is amazing. Haste is still really high. It's highest as it's ever been, actually. And then just the standard crit that comes from my neck piece. And I guess it looks like I have one more item off of my weapon. So I would want to eventually get the weapon off of Conclave in Raid. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. So I don't have a graphic I can put up, unfortunately, but I do have many of the pieces that I will be looking for, and I will also show you guys, because I'm assuming some people don't know how to figure out how to find what items you need to be prioritizing or what dungeons you're wanting to prioritize. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, so I was actually checking out the Crucibles of Storms, the new raid. That's going to be kind of fun. But let's go ahead and get started here with the Helm. I have the Helm coming off of High Tinker Mekkatorque. And so what you can do here, so I'll just give you guys a really quick heads up. So if I wanted to just look at the raid, boom, shows you all the raid pieces and where you can get them. So obviously we want target tracking headgear is the first one, which I have, because it does give us Unerring Visions. It gives us Rhythm, or it could give us Treacherous Covenant. I believe actually I've picked Treacherous Covenant off of this one, because I'm going to be running to at least have one of those. We'll talk about that more here in just a second. And then it would give you Heed My Call and Nature Salve, which is really nice. The second BiS Helm, which is actually the one I want, is actually out of Waycrest, which means the only way you can get it is through random items you can get with Titan Residuum. I want to get the Soul Scarred Headgear, and this is the reason why. So it has Unerring Visions, it will have my In the Rhythm, it will have Heed My Call, and it has Resounding Protection, which Resounding Protection, in my opinion, is the best defensive trait. That thing is just amazing, unless you're maybe a tank and you want Gem Hide, that sort of thing. But I'm going to be continually trying to fish, quote-unquote, to get the 415 version of this. I did not get it today. I bought my first one and struck out, but maybe here in a couple weeks I'll be able to get the next one. So as for shoulders, I have those, which by the way, other than that one helm, all the shoulders come out of Raid. So we would want the Tidal Shroud Spaulders here, which is what we have, because it gives us the Unerring Vision, it gives us the In the Rhythm, then Overwhelming Power, and Resounding Protection. This is a perfect piece in my opinion, exactly what I want, no drawbacks for my build. As for back piece, we can go here, go to Atal'Dazar, I actually know what boss it's on, but just to show you guys again how to use this appropriately. So all the items I'm going to have that are either haste over mastery or mastery over haste, which I would rather have mastery over haste, because all my sims have shown that the more mastery you have, the more just overall your sims are better. And I've been doing pretty good in Raid so far. Hopefully we will do a little bit better this coming day. But for the back piece, we've got the Drape of the Loyal Vassal. For chest piece here, I just need to stop doing that to where it shows all the items, or the individual ones. We want the Mistfire Raiment. We just go check it out really quick. It's got Unerring Visions on there. It has the Treacherous Covenant, which would be nice should we switch helms. So then we could go Unerring Visions, Treacherous Covenant there, and then either Heed My Call or Gut Ripper, whichever you'd prefer, and then Duck and Cover would be my better of the two, because I don't like gem hide as much as I do duck and cover, because you never know, it can be very very lucrative to have. So the next one here, let me get rid of that. And the next one we have here will be for our wrist, which is the Slaughterhouse-Chain bracers, which will be here. It's Mastery over Haste, that is out of Waycrest. As for gloves, let's drop back here. So as for gloves, we got those out of King's Rest. Hands here, the Sepulchral Constructs glove is actually what I have on right now. They are very nice. I really like them. Mastery over Haste, don't have any wasted stats at all. As for belt, let's change that here to waist, and then go back to Motherlode, because Shalebiter Interlinked chain is, in my opinion, BiS. I actually got one Warforged this last week, and then I got a socket in there as well, which is always nice. I like those. And if you do have sockets in your gear, you want to fill those with mastery gems. Obviously, you want to put one agility gem first. I don't have any in my stuff right now because I feel like I will be changing them somewhat frequently. So we'll stay in this dungeon. We'll go to our legs here, which is the Chemical Blasters Legguards, which are really nice because they are haste over mastery, but that's still exactly what we want. I happened to get one out of my +10 I did last night, so yay me. Happened to get the right ones, 400 item level, which is always cool. You can also make the leatherworking pants. In fact, I will eventually change out these for the 415 leatherworking pants. So if you're a leatherworker, you can just reroll the stats until you get the ones you so desire. And then let's go to boots here. So go to feet, and we'll go back here to Siege of Boralus, which is the Surefoot Sabatons. They are heavy mastery over haste. The ones I have on right now are from the Warfront. They're still really good, and I mean, I don't have a way of looking at all this gear, so there will be some outliers that will be just as good. I just haven't seen them personally. So this is stuff that's very easily attainable. So here, let's go to our rings now. There's a couple rings, so I'll put 3 of them here on the list here, which one is the Footbomb Championship ring, which they're pretty much even. Have one right there. We've got the Loop of Pulsating Veins. Definitely an appropriately titled, and yeah, there's a lot of sexual jokes about this one. But this one's Heavy Haste over Mastery, which is also a good one. I actually got this one out of a Time Warp or a Time Walk. It's Heavy Mastery over Haste. It was great for me. It's a lower item level too, but oh well, because that stuff couldn't go up too high. I don't think it go up 10 item levels. And then the last one, believe it or not, is out of Raid, which is off of Jaina here. It's Heavy Mastery over Haste. This is the one I'm really hoping I get. I will save a roll for her, and I will save, well, shoot. No, I'll probably save a roll for her and save a roll for Conclave. Jadefire Masters, I'm hoping I would get the chest eventually, but obviously I can't do anything about that until it drops. But I do have a chance of killing them twice a week now instead of just one. Let's go to our main hand weapon, which the main hand bow is the Terror Ring longbow, just because it is heavy mastery over a good amount of haste too. This would be a large upgrade for me. But the one thing is, it does not matter what the weapon is as long as it has a higher item level. Forget the stats. Like, in fact, I was running with this one over my 375 one. It has no stats. Just because weapon damage is king. Weapon damage makes all of our damage overall get better. Just the other one happened to have the correct stats. So if you get one out of your Mythic Plus cache that's 410, by all means use that, regardless of what the stats show. Then let's back up here for the final bit, which is the trinkets. One of the BiS trinket, a lot of people are thinking this one's BiS, and I completely agree, is Doom's Wake, just because it's a mastery trinket, and then when you use its on use, you get an absolutely large, crazy amount of agility, and you can do it on use, so you can choose when you get it, and it lasts for a total of 16 seconds. As for the other two, believe it or not, I'm not going to be going for Kimball anymore now. Kimball's is the one that's off of the Conclave. It doesn't do as well as the other two I have here, which one of them is Azarok's Resonating Heart. It's a very underrated trinket. I happened to get one out of the Mythic plus zeros we did for the 400 piece of raid gear, so if you guys haven't done that, definitely do that this week. I happened to get a socket on there, which was perfect, so I got 200 mastery. I did just drop my Dark Moon deck Fathoms, so it wasn't like a huge DPS increase or a DPS loss, excuse me. It's actually quite a bit of an increase by up to 1,100, I think I saw on my Sims from raid bots. And then the last one, oh, by the way, that is out of Motherlode. And then the last one, of course, is Harlan's Loaded Dice. Try to get this one as high as possible because those stats that procs are amazing. They can proc twice, where it would give you double stacks. It's really good. And, of course, it's just an agility trinket. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that there are different ways you can build a marksman hunter now, especially because, like I said, I run with Unerring Visions. That's my goal, and it's still Sims. I think I've seen Icy Veins, their Sims. They have it as number 2, Rapid Fire is number 1, but also Focus Fire is like 3rd or 4th. So that's still a very viable option as well. Like I have my friend, I think his character's name is now Pocahontas. He comes on here often on my videos, so I do appreciate you for hanging out, bud, and you know, making my streams and my videos a better place. I do talk with him in Theorycraft a lot, and he was the one that actually found that the Resonating Heart was really good. It's like it's not on a lot of the Sims, and I know he's been really looking forward to trying to get his hands on a high-level Harlan's Loaded Dice. So good luck to you, bud. I hope that you can get that. And he has also been running a slightly different build since he doesn't have the Unerring Visions items yet. So just because you don't have Unerring Visions doesn't mean you can't do good damage. Like that's a farce that people think, oh, you have to have this or no damage type thing. You can still find items just as long as you prioritize like the top 2 or 3 or 4, I guess. Like Treacherous Covenant you want on your items if you're using items that have it, that is, from raid. Unerring Visions, Rapid Fire, or excuse me, In the Rhythm, or Focus Fire. All those are very good options. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it, it lasted a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. But definitely consider subscribing to my channel and leave me your thoughts for marksman hunters right now. I still think we're in a great spot, and I hope that you guys will continue to progress through BOD just like my guild is. And until my next live stream or video, I'll see you guys later.